Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Join me today for another great event in Fitchburg. It's Festa Italia 2026. It returns to Fitchburg. Thanks to this guy right here and the team from Festa Italia, David Rizzo here. Long title. I'm not even going to go into your title, but you represent the Italian Workmen's Club. First off, how are you doing? And welcome back to Fitchburg.
Thanks for having me, Jeremy. It's great to be back, and we're great to be back at McKee. We've been here over 25 years here at McKee Farms Park. If you're familiar at all with the history of Festa, it goes way back to the 70s, where we were literally closing off Regent Street and having a block party. Obviously, you can't do that anymore, but we've been at Warner Park, we've been at Olin Park, we've been at the Alliant Energy Center, and we found a home here at McKee, and we're just happy to be back.
Well, we're happy you're coming back. Festa Italia 2026 is May 30th and May 30th and 31st at McKee Farms Park. David, for folks not familiar with Festa Italia, what is Festa Italia?
It's really all things Italian. It's 5 things. It's food, music, culture, sports, and fun. The food is terrific. I mean, we've got everything.
1,000%.
We've got everything from a full spaghetti and meatball dinner to sausage, meatball, and hot beef sandwiches. Of course, we've got pizza, and it's pizza from Sal's, Salvatore's Tomato Pies, if you're familiar with that. And then we also have the Italian American Women's Club, our sister organization. They'll be there with cannoli and their homemade cookies. We've got some great other food vendors. We've got the curd girls are coming this year, so Wisconsin people love cheese curds, so come on down and you'll have some cheese curds along with some of the beverages that we offer. So it's a fun time to just come and enjoy, hopefully, a great weather weekend after Memorial Day.
Yeah, the weather is always probably, you're watching really closely this time of year, we
Sure.
can say that, but it's given way to some really beautiful time out at the park. Let's dive into the food a little bit here. So you already kind of mentioned it, having the curd girls out, but it's your chance to try some authentic food, right? I mean,
Yeah.
We just think Italian food, but you're actually getting an opportunity to try some stuff.
Yeah, and if you're more into grazing, you don't have to sit down and have a full pasta and meatball dinner. Another thing that we offer, we call it the fry area, but it's mozzarella sticks, calamari. We've got arancini, which are Italian rice balls, and we've got something called sfingi, which are Italian sugared donuts. So if you just want to sample a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you can do that as well. So we think that we've covered a lot of bases where people can have a full meal to a snack to some sort of sample.
Yeah, right away, that's pretty cool. Culture stuff as well. So you've had a culture tent set up in the past, food demos, and I think adding this year, you've got speeches, which I think is a really cool idea. Tell us about a couple of the presentations that are happening, because you might think of the food and the music and everything else, but these other areas are pretty fascinating.
Yeah, culture is very important to Festa, and several of our members have done a great job of really upping the game for the culture tent. It used to be sort of almost an afterthought, like
Sure.
a place where you'd go and maybe look at some old pictures. Well, now they've got video presentations. They've got we have a Flags of Italy parade. It's a demonstration of what Italy is like. The country is actually separated into 21 different areas, and each area has a unique geography, a unique byproduct of whatever it is that they make, agriculture or whatever. And we actually have a presentation along with a flag parade that highlights that. We're going to have 2 chefs. Chef Giovanni Novella is going to be doing zeppoli and ricotta filling. That's a dessert. And then we also have Chef Dan Bonanno, who's going to be doing risotto 101. So this is going to be a basic risotto recipe that everybody will be able to do. But you did mention the presentations, and yes, we're including that this year. Actually, one of our members traveled. He's a dual citizen of the United States and Italy, and he traveled to Cortina for the Winter Olympics in February, and he volunteered there. And he's going to be giving a presentation of what his experiences were like. I think people are really going to be interested in that. And we have another person who's going to be giving a presentation on travel tips. if you're going to Italy, what you might want to look for, what you want to do, what you might want to avoid, that kind of thing. So there's more than just the food, which is great, and more than just saying culture. We're actually showing and helping people experience the culture.
I think that's a really good twist on this. Like, I think a lot of people are fascinated by what's Italy. I mean, and if you watch the Olympics, the views, they were showing so
Right.
much. It's incredible, and that's just a mountain. Like, you were looking at, winter resorts and things like that, but incredible views and stuff.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, that's far northern Italy. I mean, you're almost in Switzerland and Austria, that far north. And Italy obviously is a fairly large country, but that is a part of Italy, and a number of our members are from there. Most of them are from Sicily and southern or central Italy, but some of them are from northern Italy, and it's nice to get that exposed as well.
Another thing you mentioned to me is returning this year is the Italian folk dancers. So you, again, celebrating the culture, dance is an important part of that culture.
Yeah, whether it's a tarantella, which is a traditional Italian dance that people would probably recognize if they heard the music. We've had a nice influx of younger members interested in both our club, the Italian Workmen's Club, and also the Italian American Women's Club, which I mentioned earlier. And people from both of those clubs have gotten together and infused some new interest in the folk dancers. So we're bringing them back. They'll be on stage on Saturday and Sunday and doing a performance of Italian folk dances.
That'll be a lot of fun. And then we're just bouncing all over the place here because there's just so much to do and see for bringing the family out. So you've told me in the past a family-friendly event. What kids' activities will be again offering again? Minus you just did a beautiful park anyways, but...
Yeah, I mean, they're right there. They got a splash pad if you want to utilize that if the weather happens to be really nice and warm. They've got a great playground set up. And also, if you come to our event, we've got 3 different opportunities. We've got kids' games that we like to call for a token price, like $1 or whatever. Kids can do toss games, throw rubber chicken, do whatever it is that kids love to do. And they win a little stuffed animal or some type of toy. We'll also have Wayne the Wizard, who is great with kids. He'll do a magic show and some balloon animals and that type of thing. And then Karen, who is a face artist, does some incredible little designs on the kids' cheeks, and so they can walk around the Festa grounds with their colorful faces. So yeah, and we can have bocce, the Italian lawn bowling, and teach kids what that's all about and what the game is like. So yeah, it's. I wouldn't say certainly it's not a kids-focused event, but it's definitely family-friendly, as you mentioned, and there's plenty for kids to do, and food for kids to eat. They don't have to sit and eat pasta if they don't want to, or maybe they would want to.
What are you talking about? That's like a staple.
And speaking of pasta, for the kids, we have the pasta eating contest, and we have 2 levels of the contest. We have the 12 and under category, and then we have the 13 and over category. And so you get everything from, little 5-year-old kids putting their face in a pasta bowl. And then when it gets to the older kids, the teenagers, they really get into it. And, there's a little bit of a financial incentive. There's a prize for being the first to finish. And it's good, healthy competition. We get some local personalities. In fact, Mayor Julia Radafrada is going to be a Festa judge again this year. She obviously recently was reelected. She's a big supporter of our festival, and it's great to have her join us again this year.
Fantastic. You did mention bocce. I got to mention that too because we've had the city staff come out and participate in a little tournament, and this guy right here may have been the champion last year of that. So
okay.
My name's on that trophy, David, and we want to keep it here. But nevertheless, coming out and doing and learning bocce, the staff that are part of that or the volunteers, they do such a great job showing you how to do it and make it fun.
Yeah, and that team has been doing it for so many years. They really just cherish the opportunity to share the experience of the game. It's a fairly simple game. It's one of those games where it's easy to learn but hard to do really well. If you really see
Yes.
somebody that's an experienced bocce player, But it's a truly Italian game that we can share with the general public, and people love it. We have a singles competition along with a doubles competition. I think last year we had an emergency, and I think the fire department was called away to.
That was their excuse.
Yeah,
They
okay.
didn't want to go against this guy, but talking smack here, they can watch us and deal with that. But nevertheless,
Okay.
it worked out either way, so definitely fun. All right, last but not least, the entertainment. Your group has done a phenomenal job of finding some incredible music talent out there. So take us inside the lineup for the 2 days. You've got a couple of new ones coming in.
Yeah, we have a couple of members, Al Falaschi and Mike Camilleri, who are part of the local music scene, and they're connected, so they kind of know who's who. They both play in a couple of different bands, but we have a formula where we bring back some talent year to year, but we also salt it in with some new talent, so we kind of keep it fresh. We're going to start Saturday with the Marissa Balistreri Quartet. She's a great vocalist. She does Italian folk music and also jazz. And then actually another member, John Massino, he is the head of the John Massino Band, and he's also going to be playing on Saturday. They do a great job as well with rock. Then there's a band called Generation Jones. They're kind of a compilation band of people who have been with other bands, and they've gotten together to form a different band. And then on Sunday, we bring back Joe Scalisi, who always wows the crowd with his Dean Martin impersonation show. And then we close it out with VO5. And I think they're celebrating their 25th year together. Wow. They are a disco funk party band. They got the multicolored hair and the crazy costumes and the feather boas, and they just love interacting with the audience, and the audience loves them, so we're glad to have them back.
You can't sit still and listen to that band. They
No.
get you up and moving. Like,
Yes,
every time I've seen them, I'm always like, man, it's just such a great job. And Joe Scalise, I mean, that seems like a staple. Like, how many years has he been doing that?
Yeah, he keeps going, Joe loves doing it. I mean, he is also a member of the club, and in fact, his son Biagio is now a new member of the club. So,
pass the torch.
Kind of pass the torch,
Yeah.
and have new generation join us.
Well, fantastic. So folks want to learn more about the event or the club. How can they find out more information?
iwcmadison.com. Just go there and click on the Festa tab, and you'll find out everything you'd want to know.
One other piece I want to add is this part of the reason you do this each year is also to put on for scholarship. So without not asking that question, tell us a little bit about where the funds go for that scholarship.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Half the profits that we make from this event go to our scholarship programs, and that's at two levels. Level one is for deserving high school seniors who are going to be moving on to either a four-year college, university, or a two-year trade program. So we'll have applications are available right now, and I think they're still available probably through the end of the month, which is coming up.
Hurry up.
And then we have a program also, and we're tied in with the UW-Madison, which has a very robust Italian language department. And students of that department who are planning to study abroad, we also have a scholarship program to help them offset some of their expenses.
Fantastic. Well, David, I really appreciate taking the time. We love having you in Fitchburg, certainly, and I'm again predicting some really good weather, and looking forward to seeing you out at the grounds.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jeremy.